We're in it now, boys. Hold on. This feels... Hold on. No. Dude, where is the FOV? Boom. Jesus, dude. Okay. Hold on, I went way too far. Let's drop it down there. Okay. Alright. Hey, look at that. This is made on GZ Doom? What the fuck? Okay, so I'm already. Let's go here.
Remain where you are and wait for further instructions.
There we go. Bro, this is already really pretty. Wow. That fucked me up. Alright. Jesus, dude. That was so stupid. That was actually retarded. What did I do? I'm still... huffing that copium real quick. After playing the last game, it's just, so this is a gripe that I have right away. This is like a initial gripe I'm just gonna have. Is I've always hated games where they do the zoom in. It has a sight. The weapon has a sight. But when you zoom in, you do not utilize the sight. It's always bothered me. It bothers me in Halo Infinite when it does it. It bothers me in this game. It's not like a big gripe. Honestly, I like Halo Infinite a lot. I think it's a great game. It's just something that like always has sat weird to me. Okay, I like that. I really like that. Use your wrist and caps lock. Okay. Steven. I'm sure you've noticed that our passcode for the patient effects lockup has been changed. Despite being under constant surveillance and under lock and key, we had reports of a few things going missing. I reset the passcode to 1432 and we'll leave it up to you to set a new passcode so that you're the only one with that information. In the future, I would ask you to you don't give anyone else the code no matter what the circumstances. If you had to take a day off, please change the code back to 1432 temporarily. I'll pass that along to your substitute for the day, and we'll expect you to change it again upon returning to your work. Our patients expect all their belongings to be held with the utmost security, and we can't have this sort of thing happening again. I'm gonna try something. I'm getting some frame drops. I think I might have. Shit. I'm playing soccer with his head. Thought there was 3 of them. Hold on. Yeah, I don't care about that. Film with reduced screen effects, slightly decreased contract, fast reduced. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's much better frame rate. Oh yeah. pretty good. There it is. Oh, cool. So it's multiple, so you can do multiple things. Whoa! Frick. The only time you can really 100% tell that this is a GZ Doom game is when you see the enemies moving. Like, the enemies moving look a little wackety-doodly. There it is. What? How? Yeah, I'm not completely stupid, so. Okay. That's where I started. That goes nowhere. So I figured out how to do that other thing. We should be good.
This area is in lockdown. Remain where you are and wait for further instructions. See someone acting suspicious? Please report their activity to your local aid security.
Think you can hide behind the water cooler and I'm not gonna see you, bro? You think I'm not gonna see you? You think I'm not gonna do it? That's what I think.
Remain where you are and wait for further instructions.
I like the purple blood. Oh, dude, I love that when you hit them, they go fucking flying.
Therapeutic environmental simulation now available as task under the
It's fucking G-Man! Look at G-Man! Sonny Jim. Oi, Sonny Jims. It's my G-Man here. I really don't like the shotgun in Doom 2. Oi, Sonny Jims. Hey, Sonny Jims. It's my G-Man. You sure gonna barbie? I'm one of them good Australians. Dude, my dream. She's hot. What the fuck did I just do? God, I love the blood in this game. I don't care that it's pink. It's so cool. Blood doesn't have to be red. In fact, I changed the blood in Serious Sam most of the time to weird colors anyways. I need to find something metal to put in here. That'll blow up the MRI machine. Shout out all those Uniball motherfuckers who out there who only got one ball. Uniball! 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 You only got one and you don't got two. You got one that's doing what it do. It still pumps juice and it still pumps goon. It does all the things that you need it to do. Let's go, dude. Shout out to the Uniball boys. Now, did you hate the song? You redacted it. Dude, how didn't that blow up the MRI machine? I'm gonna blow up that MRI machine if it's the last thing I do. You got temporarily banned? Which one? Your high glowy one? Why? Why, dude? Did DSP get upset? "24-hour timeout." That's dumb, dude. I'm gonna blow up an MRI machine. That's gotta blow up the MRI machine. It's gotta be made out of metal. Dude, yeah, honestly, sometimes you can get in trouble for the dumbest thing. Oh, I never go to this channel. Oh, to his channel? Dude, did you see, did you see Review Tech USA was reacting? It's good. So far, it's pretty good. So far, it's pretty good. And I sent you a message on Discord, bro. I sent you a old massage on Discord, and ooh, I love kicking hearts. I'm so confused. Gotta be just go down here. Yep, that's what I'm supposed to do. Cut the cameras. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go that direction. I don't go on Discord, not only because when I don't get on notice, only because when I had them on, I got so many from people I'm not even talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll come on for sure. Alright, dude, yeah, give me a call right now, dude. I would... Fuck. already went this way. I'm gonna hit Windows real quick. Oh. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I know. Haha, I'm back. I am back. Alright. Let's see here. We have the baby attached for a little bit. As soon as she starts crying, Mama's gonna come get her. I'll even do baby cam. Look at that. What the fuck? Do my cam, bro. Dude, she'll just be playing right now. I thought he was gonna call me, bro. Or was I supposed to call him? I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. What did I do? Oh, okay. I was just confused, which was kind of good that you were gonna call in a minute, bro. Because, like, I had to go get the baby. I got a baby. That's a new sound I made up. Okay, I need to go back then. I need to look around. The only downside I have found so far of this game is because I run a very weak graphics card. Because I run a weak graphics card, it kind of will shudder in the frame rate from time to time. I like how originally I was going to show my baby on stream, but then I realized the reason, it's not even because I'm like, oh dude, check out my baby so much. It's more, well, I mean, now I'm putting her on just because mainly I can watch her while I play. Make sure she's doing good. But that's one reason. Another reason is, like being busy and a dad, bro. It's just like I have to sometimes be like, hey, I got me a baby. Oh, message. Cap lock. You gonna read it, Savannah? No. How about this? Blah 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 blah, my baby. All right, I'm gonna sing in this song. Edgar Santiago. Oh no. I'm Edgar Santiago. Lauren, I've gotten the projectile distribution numbers from our medkits, and I have assumed there's going to be some sort of mistake. Obviously, GYN cool. I don't know what voice I'm doing. Would have been supplied with ample stock, but nearly 80% of our first production line seems insanely deep, splitting up just 22% of first line between the standard pharmacies, plus that would would be kept in hospital, is spread the products too thin. Not to mention GYN Co. is a near monopoly on the biggest breakthrough to come out of Pathfinder Labs. I was hoping you could clarify this and supply me with the correct distribution ratios. I know, dude. What an idiot baby. She can't even read yet, bro. Can't even fucking read. Oh. Dude, I gotta do a girl's verse. Dr. Strauss, in the last 2 weeks, we have had 2 patients pass away after a successful routine surgery. I personally assisted on both of these surgeries, and both patients were stable conditions in recovery when died. I have come back and looked at their charts after the fact and found their deaths to have been listed as complications from surgery. This is a blatant lie. I can't get the straight answer from anyone, but at this point I'm tired of asking. One time could be called a fluke, but twice in so many weeks? This is the beginning of a pattern. We do everything we can for our patients here, and for them to go from healthy and recovering to dead with no clear cause is a shock. I am going to point fingers, I'm not going to point fingers, but being in a department head neurosurgery, I wanted to inform you this is of this discrepancy. Dr. Ben. Nicole. Thank you for your concerns, Nicole. I reviewed the charts, medical histories of both the old patients, and while the surgeries may have been successful, I have no doubts they died of complications. I realize such things can come as a shock or a slap in the face to the work you do. I went from Russian to Mexican with your voice, I know. I realize such things can come to a shock or a slap in the face to the work you do. Losing a patient never gets easier for anyone involved. The fact of the matter is, while nanosurgery is incredibly safe and effective, there are a non-zero amount of people who are going to be adverse reaction to the introduction of nanobots into their system. While every loss is a tragedy, this cost of progress. This is a cost of progress. Nanosurgery is far away the safest and most effective method we have. In spite of this, I appreciate your being this to bringing this to my attention, and for your diligence and dedication to the lives of our parents. Another one and another one. I am kind of done reading with these bullshits right now, and I'm going back to the game. What do you think, baby? Big fan?
Security clearance denied.
So basically, we got some fuckity wuckity going on in the whole. I want to hit somebody with a box. Oh, dude, this game's juicy. This game's so juicy. So down the middle of. Welcome to Mother House. Nico, nanosurgery. Nanosurgery, baby. Do you not understand what we have going to accomplish here? How you say your your mother is stupid? Not your mother, baby. Oh, fuck, dude. Alright. I almost died. I almost died. I was on the dying edge of that. How much soda do I got left? Barely any. I need to go fill this with tea in a bit. Bought a soda yesterday because I got pizza. And normally I scarf down a fuckload of pizza. I can do like way too much. 'Cause I'm a fat guy, right? But then I watched the movie The Whale. That's why I didn't stream last night. Is I was gonna watch a movie with my wife and eat some pizza. Bro, I watched that fucking movie The Whale, and it made me feel sad. That was a sad movie, bro. It was so good. It's definitely a good film, but damn, is it sad. Before the stream today, I decided to watch another movie with my wife called Barbarian. It's a horror movie. Not great. Just not very good. Not a fan of Barbarian. And that sucks too, because like Barbarian is a movie that a lot of people hype up, right? And I got like tons of good reviews when it first came out. And I watched it, bro. It is way overhyped. It is like a super fucking overhyped movie. I wanted to like it too. That's the sad part. Is like I was gonna give it any opportunity I could to be good and for me to like it. But it just like lost me, and then I never got back into it. It captures you right away, and then just kind of it does, like in the early part of the movie, it has like this really good opening. It's like a fantastic opening. First 30 minutes are just a great movie in general. It's just like a good, could have buttoned it up there, and I would have been like, this is awesome. But it just kept going, and they added in characters, and it's just so stupid. It was just so stupid by the time it finished. Let's see if I got any. Hold on. Data logs. 5478. What the fuck was that code for? Hold on. Hey, what up, Glowster? Glowy McGlore? What's up, my dude?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude, I got you, bro. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Dude.
Excuse me.
I don't know if you heard my little tirade there about fucking Barbarian.
Barbarian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I googled it. I heard you talking about it, and then I googled it, and if the rating was from IMDb, it got a decent rating, 7, which doesn't mean much.
For a horror movie, if you're in like the 7 range, that's usually pretty good. Because horror movies,
exactly.
The problem with it is it lost me and my wife. We were like, you know, it was like fine. It gets into this weird. So I don't know if you want to watch it or if you're like, oh man, this is the movie I need to watch right now, because I don't want to spoil it for you.
No, you can spoil it. I mean, unless it's like,
it's not worth your time, bro. It's really not worth your time.
Hereditary, or what's that other A24 fucking horror movie?
Witch.
You know, I didn't really like that. It's good though. It's quality.
I haven't seen The Witch yet. And so don't
Okay.
spoil The Witch yet for me because I really want to see The Witch. It's just one that I started sitting down a long time ago to watch it. And I fell asleep and then I was like, I'll watch it later and never watched it later.
Have you? So okay, so there's Hereditary, and then there's the one where they go to like a group of co-ed types go to Sweden or some Icelandic country. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No, but I mean,
Oh, Midsummer. Midsummer.
how is Midsummer?
I liked it.
Okay, I'll have to check it out then because I wasn't sure about Midsummer. I thought
I
it was.
mean, if you... Go on. Sorry.
No, I was. You go ahead. I was gonna ramble.
So I know you're a film guy, and I know you probably dissect and see stuff in films I wouldn't see, and just from like a visual aspect, I think it's an interesting movie, but it's not. It doesn't rely on visuals. Like I think it's interesting, and I'm pretty critical of movies. I don't just love everything, but yeah, it's good. I like Hereditary too.
I haven't seen Hereditary either. I'm gonna watch that eventually. That's on my list of things to watch. Hereditary, Midsummer, and then The Witch are all on things to watch because I've been kind of trying to get back into horror movies lately.
Right.
Hence, like I've been doing the horror videos on my channel.
These are all like psychological horror, which
Yeah.
I like more.
I like
It's
more
not-
too in terms of the films. Like I like a good scare horror movie if I want to be like scared, but I like more of a psychological most of the time because you end up with a better movie.
Right. A good thriller is nice.
Yeah, dude. I have been wanting for years. So there's the movie Seven, right?
Oh, great movie.
I know, and I've been hunting for years to try to find something to fill that hole that Seven left. So the only thing that's coming close is True Detective.
Oh my god, True Detective first season is just for rust. That guy is the shit.
It's the best. It's honestly the best. One of the best seasons of TV ever made.
I agree. Just from how, like, just how realistic it was. Like, just how, like, when the junkies acted, like, that. Spot on. The music they had, they played Primus American Life during the,
Opening.
when Russ goes into the biker bar,
Never mind.
and that's, like, it just fits so well. How they
It's great.
everything.
I love that. Season 3 is really good too. I don't know if
I like season 3. Yeah.
I think
it was
season
good.
3 is fantastic.
Yeah, they came back.
The season that I think is the weakest is season 2. I haven't seen the newest season.
Oh, there's a 4. Nice.
Yeah, there's a 4th season.
I really like the black dude too. I thought he was a very good actor.
Which one, Russell Crowe or Vince Vaughn?
No. I hated 2. I watched like the first episode and I just despised 2. I'm talking about 3. The older black dude in 3.
Mashallah Ali or whatever. He's gonna be the next Blade.
Okay. I mean, he was great. He was in Moonlight, right? He was like
Yeah.
the old dope slinger. Yeah.
Yeah, he
That
was
that was a good movie.
the gay dope slinger.
Mhm.
That's a great movie. That's a really, really good movie.
Oh hell yeah! It's a heartfelt movie. Pulls at your heart.
Dude, if you like Moonlight, you gotta see The Whale. I don't know if you've seen it already yet or not.
No, I looked it up.
It's so
Brendan
good.
Fraser.
It is so good.
It's sad though, like morbidly obese guy, his daughter.
It's sad in a very like it does. I think it's because a lot of those movies would just kind of milk it out, like milk out the like. I've seen a lot of those movies where somebody's in a position where they're dying, and it just kind of like keeps milking it and milking it. This movie, everything seemed to flow so well. It was like everybody was kind of a piece of shit, but like in a way that's like believable.
like, I mean, everyone infected was kind of shitty in a human way, you know? Like, no one was, well, there were some bad people who were, like, all bad, but most people were.
Yeah. What was the movie you said again? The game was super loud at that moment.
Oh, I should talk about True Detective.
Oh, True Detective,
But
yeah.
about 7, you were saying you want to move to, like, 7. So 7, this isn't as, like, disturbing, or it's not disturbing, nor is it horror, but it's a good psychological thriller called The Game. With
I've seen The Game.
Have you seen?
It's
Okay, got
produced. I think it's written by the same person as 7. No.
Oh, it's Nolan.
No,
Is it
no,
Nolan?
it's not. It's not. The Game is done by the same people who did. I think it's the same producer as the first Saw.
The first what?
Saw.
Oh, wait, Eli Roth was.
No. Eli Roth was Hostel,
Oh, that's right.
and he directed it. He didn't produce. I don't know if he produced the first one. Because producers and directors, producers basically like lays everybody out.
I see. Okay.
Like they're kind of the guys that they're like the fucking guy who gets everybody involved. I can't remember if it was Saw or 7 that. It might have been 7 that the game had the same producer. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember it was tied to one of those.
I would think it'd be 7, because 7 and The Game have.
Very similar vibes.
Yeah, and there's just quality. Like, you may disagree, but I think Saw, like, very popular movie, great franchise, but it just seemed kind of shallow.
I like Saw in a different. So I don't like Saw because it's good. I like Saw because I think the kills are fun. And
Yeah, they get creative.
And also I find the little weird story about the guy interesting in a very kind of incel kind of way. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
Dude, bad people, gotta make them better. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Manifesto writer type guy.
Yeah. I find that very interesting. It's kind of like a look in at the justifications, and I even like some of the bad ones, like 4. I like 4 because they give a little deeper backstory into the guy, and I think 4 had some of the best kills. And it's one of the worst movies. It's one of the kind of roughest films to watch, but it's fun in that regard. I've seen all of them except for the newest one. And to give Saw a little bit of credit, like even some of the stuff where people thought was dumb, like the doctor comes back from the first movie and he's a part of he's one of the copycats now. He's trying to do Saw's work. That was laid out from early seasons.
This guy with the Saw logo.
Oh yeah, dude, I was into it. You have to remember when Saw, like, I don't know how old you are, and I'm like 872 years old, but I was like, when those
28, right, or 27, or late 20s, I'm guessing.
Dude, well, I mean, late 20s is when I was born, 1920s. Nah, but anyways, I had a bunch of friends in high school that that were like really into Saw, and we would do like the whole oh, what do you think they're gonna do here? Why have you noticed that in the when they do like the surgery when they do the whole surgery thing that the doctor has a limp? Why does the doctor have a limp? And then it was like, well, he does have cancer. What if it's the guy from the first movie is actually doing these surgeries while putting the keys in the eyeballs? And we were like weirdly autistic about it. And I don't think any of us loved the movies that much. I think it was just I think it was like the camaraderie of it.
And Saw came out. Oh, it came out in 2004?
Yeah. So
you were in high school in 2004?
No. By the time the like late ones came out, like 5 and 6.
Got it.
Yeah, I remember those are like huge fucking movies.
Yeah, it was a big series.
So it was one of those things that like everybody, because you know when you're in like high school, you just the popular thing is what everybody's watching, and you want to watch it just because to talk about it. And there's two options: you could hate on it because everybody likes it, or you can embrace the bullshit and just have fun with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I hated the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah, I never got that genre. The whole spooky. Yeah, I can never get into it, man.
I watched the first one, and the first one's pretty good. Like, it's not great, but it was good for its time. And the biggest scare was a little cheap because it's just the ending's really spooky. But dude, it's just like the rest of the movie's such a slow burn, and not a slow burn in like the fun way to me.
Yeah. You know, a good psychological horror movie, I think it's called Creep.
Oh, I heard that's really good, but it's only on Netflix, and I don't have Netflix. I have everything else
dude.
but Netflix.
If you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. Holy shit. Okay, cool. I can on Discord send you a link to a site. Don't worry, you don't have to download anything. It's just you have to deal with some pop-ups before the film, but it's all in English. It's good quality.
Okay. I mean, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a good film. I don't know if I've seen the second one. I think there's a second one.
Oh yeah, I've only heard about the first one because they credit that with the found footage revival.
Yeah, it's not all found footage though, so it's it's more I don't know. Found footage has to be really good.
Yeah, like VHS 1 and 2 are really, really good. I like both of them a lot.
They look so. I've never even heard of the movies before your videos, but just the name and the little bit I've seen when I googled them, they look. I wouldn't say low budget because that's a bad thing. Like Blair Witch was low budget. That was a cool movie in my opinion. But
I haven't seen it yet. I will watch it eventually, but
yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know. They just look so Netflix. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are they though?
No. They came out way before. They were like. I think the first one came out in like 2011.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
And VHS 2 steps it up quite a bit. But I could see them being like early Netflix when Netflix was still trying.
Right. Yeah. Netflix used to be. They're getting into games now. I feel like that's their next conquest.
I do have to say that the One Piece show was good. Say what you like. Everything else, I've like a lot of the shit on fucking Netflix that they do anymore is bad.
Yeah.
But the Netflix live action One Piece was really, really well done.
That's good. I want to like watch more anime, or well, I want to because I try and I'm just like, god damn, I just can't. I don't know. Last anime I watched was Castlevania, and that was good.
That was really good, yeah.
I found it a bit slow at times.
Yeah,
May
that's fair.
just reflect more on me.
I mean, half of it is what happens is series fatigue type shit. It's not really the shows that slow. It's just you get that fatigue from watching a show.
Yeah, true.
I find that with a lot of stuff. Where is the music? Boom. Oh, that's better. We're gonna move dialogue up to there, sound effects down to here, master volume about there. We'll move dialogue up here. Sorry, dude. I just started getting fucking blasted. A new song kicked up and it was so loud that I couldn't hear myself think. Whew.
Oh, the main menu song?
Just the well, I don't know, the song they're playing right now while I'm playing. It just like I
I
got in a real good hard rock song, which is fine, but when you're
Yeah.
talking to somebody, oof.
I usually turn the music down in games a bit. Um, keep dialogue up. I turn effects down like a tiny bit, but yeah, I did that with Dishonored too.
Yeah, when I stream, usually when I have somebody I'm talking to, I'll turn it down pretty low, but I just hadn't done it with this game yet. I don't know why.
So how far did you get in Dredge?
In Dredge?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I was finding like some. I went to like the third hometown base thing that's like a far south, and I got bored. I just got so annoyed. They destroyed my ship, and I had the stuff I needed, and I'm like, bro, it sent me
There's
back.
like combat?
Um, not really. You just fucking run from things. I think later in the game you get like stuff for your ship to have combat. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't make it that far. I was probably really early. But it felt like I put in a lot of time to be as early as I was. But it's one of those games that's built on that
It's a grind.
Yeah.
I've heard, yeah.
So it's just not for me, man.
That's kind of how my bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's kind of how I feel with what are they called? Extraction shooters. Like,
Jesus, you're telling me, bro. I hear you there.
they look so cool, and I love like just. Well, they look fucking awesome, and I love the customizable option with the guns and the loadout. But I the older I get, and I feel like a pussy saying this, but the less I enjoy PvP. It's just like, god damn, man, like, and people are so sweaty, and then if you don't pull through, it's just like, fuck, who has time for that?
Yeah, I agree. Well, and like the only game I play PvP is Halo Infinite. And that's because my wife plays it. She likes playing it, and I play with her. That's the only reason.
Is that sweaty?
Not really. It's got skill-based matchmaking, so...
Okay.
So, most games have skill-based matchmaking anymore. Which pisses off, like, people that are really good, because they're like, oh, dude, I can never, like, sweat on people. But also, there's, just, like... I don't know if the regular one has skill-based matchmaking, or skill-based matchmaking, actually, because there is a ranked mode. I just don't play the ranked mode, because the ranked mode is sweaty. So, there's, like, casual modes, and then there's, like...
Right.
Sweaty ranked modes, and me and my wife don't play the ranked modes.
Yeah, that's how PUBG is, and PUBG is fun, but I just got tired of it. I don't know. I actually, before I had a PC, I played mobile PUBG for a bit. It was fun. It was all right. Yeah.
I only played mobile Call of Duty. That's the
Yeah,
only...
I played COD Mobile.
And COD Mobile is pretty fun.
It's not bad for a free mobile game. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's one of the better shooters I played on mobile.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other one I play on mobile is Marathon. Well, actually, that's not true because I have cloud gaming now.
You know Deus Ex, it's called The Fall. I think it came out right after that one for the 360 Human Revolution. It came out right after that, but they released it on mobile, and it looked pretty good. It had like 360 graphics. I mean, people were pissed, obviously, because they wanted like a full-fledged game, not a fucking mobile game. But yeah, I don't know if it's still available though.
I used to really love mobile, like the fact that they'd bring things to mobile, and everybody would complain, bro. And so, like, and people would complain if a game came out on mobile that was like a port of a, like, Grand Theft Auto or something, and it was just, they're like, well, it's stupid because it's, you're paying, why would you pay for a game on mobile? And I'm like, yeah, but if I want to play Grand Theft Auto, I'm just going to pay for it, and then I have it to go.
Well, yeah, it's convenience. Yeah. I have all, that's how I first played the first Max Payne on mobile.
Yeah, I had it on mobile too.
That's good.
I had the. What's funny is I had the Game Boy Max Payne. I
How is
had.
that?
How was it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I probably still have it floating around here somewhere, in my stuff somewhere. I haven't played it since. I played it on the DS when I would have been middle school. So my memory's foggy as fuck on it, to be honest. I don't remember it being bad. I remember it being okay. I had fun with it, but I also had fun with some of the games that were bad on DS too. So I can't give you like an actual reading. I know that they gave you more of an above perspective, but not too much above. And I don't know. I remember it being good. It was I used to kill a lot of time when I was when I couldn't sleep. I'd play it. And I also have it on Xbox, and I had it on mobile, and I've still yet to beat it.
The first Max Payne.
The first Max Payne, because I beat Max Payne 3, and the first one I almost finished back in the day on my phone, but I got to a portion that it was wanting me to walk really, really accurately. You know when you get to those dream sequences?
Oh, the dream with the little, I don't know if it's blood, but you have to walk on that tiny red line.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
imagine doing that on a phone.
Oh, dude, I did it. It was awful. I died many times. But, yeah, Max Payne's a great game, but I feel like on a phone it's a bit, I don't want to say better to play on, but I had an easier time playing it on a phone just because you don't really notice the things that are outdated as much.
Yes and no. I like it still on controller because out of all those games from that era, I think it holds up the best out of third-person shooters. And a lot of third-person shooters, you get into the modern era where they're all fucking. Where is 5478? Okay, so I put it in right. It's not the tab. Okay. You get this thing with modern shooters because of Gears of War. That everything wants to be a cover-based shooter. Fucking hate cover-based shooting. I really don't like cover-based shooting.
How about Max Payne 3, though?
I mean, is that really that much cover-based shooting now? It has some, but you can also slow motion your way through that bitch.
I love that they put cover-based shooting in Max Payne. I'm not a Gears of War fan, though. I just never... Well, I never played the older games, and the newer ones, they just don't... I don't know why, but they just don't appeal to me.
Yeah, I mean, the older one... If you're gonna play them, just start with the second one. Like,
Did
the
they
second...
hold up?
Yeah, they hold up. It's just, you remember all the games from that era? I mean, Max Payne, I think, did it well because it has a balance between, it holds this balance between being a cover-based shooter and still a run-and-gun shooter. Gears of War is better on, is better when you're playing with a friend because it was built to be a co-op game. And on top of that, Gears of War 2, the shooting seems to be, or the combat seems to be a little more quick. Gears of War 1 is very, very lock you into a position, and then they're just dicks to you. It's more like, what's that fucking game? Uncharted.
Never played Uncharted.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, people lose their shit over the fourth one, though.
Yeah, I know. The first one was pretty okay. I played the first one.
Is it like the later Tomb Raider type games?
Kind of. The Tomb Raider games are more action-packed.
Oh, wow.
Kind of more action-packed. It depends. So, I like the Tomb Raider games better. When I was playing Uncharted 4, it seemed like they toned the combat down. And we're doing more of the platforming stuff and like oh, look at me do the fucking thing. I'm so cool.
Right.
And And I don't know. I was just kind of. I don't know. I didn't want to play it. I just didn't want to fucking play it anymore. I was done with it. I was kind of sick of the third person aspect where it's just like, oh, let's climb a wall for 30 minutes. And I just played the first two I played Tomb Raider 1 of the reboots, which I love that game. And then I went and played Uncharted 1. Then I played fucking The Last of Us #1. I played God of War. And I think by the time, and then God of War Ragnarok, and by the time I got to Uncharted 4, just because I was going to try it, because I was like, I'm going to play the one that's a little bit newer, so I don't have to deal with the janky mechanics, because Uncharted 1 was janky as fuck, but I had fun with it. But I got to it, and I was just burnt out. I was burnt out. The whole third person, get behind cover, do this.
Yeah,
Right.
it seems more adventure than action.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I was actually looking up Tomb Raider yesterday, the reboots, and how it was described made it sound like just adventure and puzzles and whatnot. So I thought I wrote them off, honestly. But
They have some good
I guess
action.
they're not that. Okay.
There's a lot of adventure and puzzles. Like that's not a lie. The thing they do well is they do the second half of the game. It goes from like really, really heavy exploration and adventure to the puzzles to the second half of the game being like a shootout. Kind of. And again, I play like those were like third person games were the reason I started playing a lot of games on easy.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like the third person perspective was never really my thing. Back in the day I played Max Payne, but everything else was like, oh, and I'd played games like Ultimate Alliance, which is basically Ultimate Alliance is very, very similar to Diablo.
Yeah, it's like ARPG, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'd played stuff like that, but when it came to full-fledged getting into that third-person scenario, I'd never really played those games. And jumping into those fucking adventure style where you're very, very weak and everybody else feels like they're badass, I was like, bro, just give me the first-person perspective so I can quit missing my shots, please.
Right. I hear that.
Dude, after playing Dread Templar, and I was getting more Dread Templar footage for my video I was making today that I'm gonna release tomorrow, I keep hitting the fucking shift button whenever they drop a grenade or because the capital X does nothing in Dread Templar. Shift is how you dash.
Yeah.
So I keep trying to dash away, and that just causes me to get blown the fuck up. And I'm getting my ass.
What? So dash isn't shift in
No,
Templar?
it's or in it's no, there is no dash in Selaco. There's
Well, true, but there's a sprint though.
I mean it's well its shift is slide.
Oh yeah, slide. Slide's overpowered as fuck.
Yeah, I just keep accidentally using it to slide into the bomb.
Oh, I see. Forget if you can you throw grenades back. I don't think you can.
I don't
You
think
shoot
so.
them, though.
I don't think so.
AI is really good in Selaco.
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked and I can't find health.
See, I thought Dread Templar was much harder.
I don't know, I'm getting my ass kicked. I think what saved me on Dread Templar was it felt like Shadow Warrior, so I kind of got into a zone.
Are you using a controller? That may help.
No, I'm not using a controller. I'm using mouse and keyboard. So I might need to switch. But after jumping to the controller for a little bit to play Halo the other night, dude, I don't want to go back to controller.
Yeah, I don't think it's as precise.
It's definitely not, dude. You just feel like you're. The aim is just, you feel so fucking good. Like, the aim's so good with mouse and keyboard. I don't know how I was missing it all these years. See, in my head, for a long time, I had this mentality that I wouldn't like mouse and keyboard because I remember not liking it as a kid.
Yeah.
And the reason for it is my grandfather had one of those mice with the giant movement wheel on the side. You know, the like side move or the.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, it was like those were super high end back in the day.
Yeah, they were.
And he played game. He had Shadow Warrior 1 and or Shadow Warrior and Doom 2 on his computer. So I'd play those every once in a while. It's just fucking god awful, and I used to hate that mouse.
Well, Shadow Warrior, the OG is tough. That's a tough game.
Yeah, I remember it being just unbearably hard. But it was the coolest looking one, and he said funny things, so I'd play that one the most. I'd go in and fail, and I'd replay the first area so many times because I just kept dying because I was like, I don't know, I was like 8. Before they got a new computer, and I was so mad when they got a new computer. Because what they did was they just got rid of the old computer because he didn't play games anymore, so he had no reason for it.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that
Did
was
they
back.
come preloaded on the computer, the initial one?
I thought so. Until I was talking to my dad was in town this year to see the baby, right? And he was telling me because I was telling him about Doom. I was playing a little Doom, and I was like, he's like, this looks really cool. He's like, I never really got into Doom. That was more of your Gramps' thing. I was like, what? He's like,
nice.
He's like, yeah, he used to play it on his computer back when he lived in Seattle all the time. And I guess he played it all the time. I don't know, dude. I was he was pretty excited about it, bro. He liked it. Oh. Okay, I need to go. I need to exit. I don't know why I accidentally. I think I fucked something up. Hold on. Quit game. Yes. Oh, I quit game too far. But yeah, I guess he was like really into Doom, bro. Didn't know it. What the fuck is this? But she played Shadow Warrior 2, and he must have been really into it. He liked it, I guess. He really liked he was like a car guy too, so I just knew him as a guy who loved his car. Like, he was always into his fucking car. Now you'll see him
How old was he when he got in? When he was playing Doom and Shadow Warrior?
Probably older. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he was an interesting dude. You've seen my have you seen him? You know, in the videos now that I'm doing them at my desk, you know, my front door has that Lovelock first place thing.
Yeah,
he won that.
Oh shit! Okay.
Mm-hmm. He had
like a car show, a meetup.
He used to win car shows all the time. He had an SSR and he had a Corvette Z06.
Nice.
And before he passed, he had kind of stopped doing. He kind of stopped doing gamepad assisted mode. On. Lock ringer. I'm looking at the options right now. I'm messing around with shits. Because I think I've fucking locked myself into a shit position. If I'm gonna... I need to try... I need to... try some of my controllers. So, I have plug-in controllers. I want to plug them into the computer and see if they work. Because my Bluetooth on this computer doesn't work great. So, I need to figure that out.
Wireless isn't working easily.
Yeah, for some reason it just doesn't work very well.
Damn, I recently bought a what's it called? A Vader. I don't know. It's not the top of the line one. It's like the second one. It's about $80. Vader something, I think it's called.
Huh.
Vader Pro or 3, I think. It was either that or Gully Kit. Kong, I want to say the name was.
Kong?
Yeah, there's a controller called the Gully Kit Kong. And it had decent reviews, but for the money I wanted to go with the like this one.
Wireless.
I have a wired controller that's sick. That has a... It has the bumper stops and everything for Xbox.
I hear the Sony controllers break often. Is that true?
Mine hasn't broken, but I don't like the haptic feedback. I think it's the most annoying thing ever. As an FPS guy, there's nothing worse than having my triggers be slowed down while pulling them. I'm gonna see if there's cheats on Selaco because I'm curious. Held title type SV cheats 1. HP count below 1. No clip. Huh. Help D. Okay. Click to the main menu. I can't. I'm messing around with cheats now because like I realized I hadn't even done that in this game. I fucking love cheats. You know that. I'm trying to think. Right now I'm just kind of testing games to see what my next game is gonna be, because I just did my video for this week and I only had one day off, so I'm not like jumping into anything hardcore. And I'm just kind of messing with stuff, you know? Do you ever do that where you jump into a game and you're like, I'm just gonna see what I can fuck up with this game.
Yeah, just explore more or less.
Mm-hmm. Just mess around. That's mainly why I unknown command. Let's go space 1. Will be changed for next game. Okay. Exit. Quit game. Yes. That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck. Ah, dude. So what I read online, I have a forum right up in front of me, right? And I was like, dude, okay, so you have to put the cheats in, and then it says for next game. So then I was going to exit back to main menu and then start a new playthrough, right? Because I'm not that far in the game. Do it now before I get too far with this experimental, because nothing would have been worse than getting halfway through the game, messing around, and then find out that I can't put cheats in.
Right.
So, yeah, I do that, and then I go back to my menu, and I fucking kick the whole game into shit. Achievements enabled. Options. Okay. New campaign. Lieutenant, and let's see if my cheats are on. I'm gonna type in Buddha and see what happens.
What's that for?
Alright, I'm gonna do no clip first. Ugh. Okay. So let's try this again. What the fuck? Because I exited it out, it didn't work. SV. No. SV. Shift, not enter. SV underscore cheats. Space 1. Enter. Cheats will now be changed for next game. Alright. Get rid of this menu. Hit exit. Quit the title. Yes. This is needlessly complicated for like a GZ Doom game. Ashes, I could put him in right away. It was literally just the regular Doom cheats that you could put in.
Iron Fury was pretty simple too. I think it was in the menu though.
Was it?
Yeah, because I had to put in cheats for the first major boss and the last one of Aftershock, the final boss.
I haven't finished on Fury yet. I want to. I need to. I think I might wait and get it on PC too, because it would be funny to just own that game on 3 different platforms.
Yeah, it's a good boss fight.
Hey, Buddha mode won't let your HP go below 1.
Nice.
I don't know what that means. Am I God now, or?
Yeah, you can't die.
I mean, it's not God mode though. So.
Well, what's the difference? So
I have no
you die,
idea.
like a little bit.
You die a little bit, I guess. I thought it was funny, so that's why I put it in. Reveals current map. Summon plasma rifle. Summon railgun. What? So those are. Oh, but you need to know the names. Okay.
The railgun's actually like a hidden weapon. I didn't even find it in my playthrough. I didn't even know about it until Sibby mentioned it.
Well, where did my mouse go? I hate when this happens. Where did my mouse go? What the fuck? Dude, my mouse just fucking disappeared.
Yeah, I know the feel.
I don't know what to do about that. Do you know how to bring the mouse back when you've lost it? Is there like a
I mean, if it's not coming back, I just control alt delete and see what you get from there, and then just try to control alt delete, and then just exit out that window of control alt delete like task manager, and then see if it comes back.
It did not come back.
Probably won't, but
what do you even do about
would
that?
just restart the game then. Are you running off Steam?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just restart the game.
Alright, so enter on task manager. And then delete game. Perfect. Hey, mouse is back. Oh, thank God, dude. That was weird. That was really uncomfortable. That made me like wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, it happens from time to time.
Never happened to me yet, so freaked out a little bit. Internally traumatized. I'm trauma dumped. No, I got 2 games today. I got, what the fuck did I buy? I think I got another painkiller, so now I have like all the painkiller versions. I got Painkiller Overdose now. I got Painkiller Hell and Damnation, which is the Painkiller remake. And I think that's all I bought. But I have such a I have like a fucking library now, which is sick.
Yeah, you got a backlog.
Yeah, dude, nothing makes you feel
Me
better.
too. I got a lot of games to play.
Hopefully it has it where I don't have to do this whole fucking cheats thing again. Alright. Some railgun.
I've actually never played a Painkiller title.
Really? Really? That's wild, dude. They're good. If you like Serious Sam, don't you? Yeah, Dolly, what's up?
I do.
What? Yeah. Give me a second. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I gotta turn on the light for my wife.
Alright.
Light and what battery? Oh, no shit, yeah. Enjoy eating battery, baby. I have it pleasantly made for you. Oh, one more thing. You grab. We're good. Here we go. All right. Now we're about to get wet and wild. I have everything I need. My phone's not dead anymore. Life is great. What have you been playing recently, other than Dishonored? Because I know you beat it.
So, there's apparently a third. So I thought it was a DLC, but it's pretty much a just short, fully fleshed Dishonored game, which is made after the second, which is called Death of an Outsider.
Mm-hmm.
Playing that. A little bit of Project Warlock 2. And then after I finish Dishonored, I'll go back to Far Cry 3 and Fallout 4.
Okay. You got yourself a whole fucking list.
Oh yeah, dude, I have a list on my phone of even more. So yeah, like the ones, and then after all that, I'm gonna go for. So I really want to try Splinter Cell Blacklist. I think that looks fun.
Okay.
And Nier Automata.
Oh, Nier. Oh, dude, Nier Automata, dude. Oh, did you watch my video on that?
Yeah, that's how I kind of got interested in it, because the combat looks fun.
I put it on half help me out later in the game, because there's like a lot to the combat.
What do you mean?
It's kind of a complicated combat, and the beginning of the game made me drop the difficulty, because if you die in the first opening section, it'll start the whole game over. But it only does that, it only does that in the beginning.
Hold up. So, say if you're like an hour in, you'll have to play.
It's not quite an hour. It's like a half hour.
Still, that's. I mean, it's Japanese, right? So it's a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
It's a little weird.
Little quirky.
That beginning part is a little weird. You have to get to a certain section. And it's a little weird. It's a little goofy. Oh, it's underscore gun. Got it.
It looks like it has a lot of like soul and flavor though.
Oh, dude, the story is so good. And you have to beat it 3 times. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not the type of guy to replay something that many times.
That's why I put it on
back to back.
That's why I put it on easy, bro. Like that, like I said, at that time there was reasons why I was putting games on easy like that, because I was planning on playing a bunch of big games. And dude, if you want to like, so the guys that do a video a month, Sure, I get it, dude. I get it. It's like you have like a certain fucking game. You play through it like 3 times. You write your whole script. I like you can do that. That is cool. It's not gonna be for me. I don't have that time.
I mean, if you already have a ton of viewers, that may work. But if not, I don't know. I feel like you'd want to get a little bit more content. You know?
Yeah, dude. I get you. I get you. It's well, and there's so much stuff that I'd miss out by doing like some of these games that I've already played. And
I dig the every Friday upload. I like that because I know at least every Friday I have one cool channel covering a game. And even if it's not a game I'm interested in, like I would probably never play Homefront, but I just like to hear what it's about, especially a game like Homefront because I've never heard of it.
yeah, dude, it's like Homefront. I heard the first Homefront was a really, really good game, and I've never played it. And the second one was on sale for like pennies on the dollar. What the fuck is the manager? And it's just like I was hungry, dude. I was hungry for FPS games, and on console, dude. It's sad, bro. The lack of anything.
Yeah.
It's just so boring to be on console. So that goes.
Yeah. Does console have Stalker games?
Stalker, yeah. I own all of them on Xbox, but they're hard, dude. Like they are not easy.
True.
I got to.
Unfortunately, all the mods too, they ramp up the difficulty because like I want to play Stalker, but I'm sorry, just the combat, the gunplay is so jank. I just can't get into that. So the mods that rework that and make it more modern make the combat like 50 times as hard. So you'll just get like one-shotted from across the map.
Really? Oh, dude, that's so fucking funny. I just put in the cheats. You know how the cheats work in this? You know, most of the time it just puts it in your fucking inventory.
Yeah.
Did I just crash the game? I did. I just fucking crashed the game.
Oh, just cheats?
I guess, dude. I guess. I just fucking obliterate. Oh, it's all of Steam crash, bro. That's wild.
You know, DSP Steam crashed too. Yeah, I think it. No, that was the other day. Never mind. Because I heard they do maintenance every so like once a week or something.
That makes sense. I bet he was mad about it.
Well, see, he's happy when he doesn't have to play games. So he was like feigning, like, oh, this you know, he'll complain about like he could get like $5 and be like, oh, it's not 6. You know, he's just that type of guy. So,
Fucking DSP, bro. Dude's been steadily doing the same shit for so long, bro. It's so sad.
I mean, he's making like decent money. I mean, I wouldn't want to be him. I wouldn't want to beg and be a clown just to make it. But he's making like decent money now. Some people are like LARPing, like ironically pretending to be into him, but still paying him, which is weird. Some actually like him and pay him. It's strange, but
yeah,
he's making like decent money now.
He does make good money. I mean, and if it's working for you, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, dude, he literally got a tip last night that was like $1, and he had already gotten like well over 100, I think, or at least very close to 100, if not over 100. And it was like $1 tip. I don't think it even said anything. It was just $1 tip, and he went $1. Gee, thanks. It's like, dude, really?
Yeah, dude, it's like,
God damn.
You play video games, bro.
Right.
I'm so excited to get to that point where I can get money on stream and Like, the idea that I will do that, you know what I mean? That's exciting to me. And I just feel like the crazy idea that somebody would be willing to give me money, I don't think I would ever be mad about it.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's different personalities, but also I feel like if you want to see who somebody really is, you give them a little bit of power.
Yeah.
Which is kind of scary because you see a lot of these YouTubers, like you were talking about it the other day, how like a lot of these YouTubers seem to be like preying on younger people.
Yep.
And it's like, damn, just that weird.
All right, now that I don't have to do the store thing, let's try this again. I crashed it again, so I'm trying it again.
How many cheats are you using? It shouldn't matter, but roughly how many?
Last time I only used 2.
Did you check the requirements, like, for the game? Like, how much space you need and memory and all that?
I have plenty of memory. I have like 150 gigs of free space.
How about your GPU, though? Like, is your graphics card decent?
I have no idea. I'm not sure.
You were playing it fine before, though, so...
Yeah, I think what's happening is I put in too many cheats, and the fact that there's an explosion that happens, and I'm not supposed to have guns at that point when I kick the door down. I think that's what I was doing. I think that I'm pretty sure that's what was breaking the game.
Oh, do they take your weapons away at one point? Is that what happened?
At the beginning of the game, they don't give you any weapons. You have to find them. You have to go to that little, because I started the game over.
I see, okay.
You can't even slide early game.
Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, I saw you earlier on having, I think like you had a pistol or something.
Mm-hmm. You get the, you get the pistol. You get the full auto machine gun. And, the regular assault rifle. And then you get the pistol, and then you be chilling for a long time. And then you get the shot. I had just gotten the shotgun when I started the game over.
Oh, nice, okay. Wait, why'd you start it over, though?
Wanted to try the cheats, and in order to do that, I had to start the game over.
Oh, I see.
And I figured I might as well do it now before I get in a situation where I can't do it and I'm like way down in the game.
So I feel like the first level for me was the worst. I didn't like the color scheme, like so much so that when I played the Selaco demo a while, like months ago, I just wasn't that into it because I just didn't like the futuristic offices. And then I actually played it again, and I was like, holy shit, it's good.
Well, now I know why you didn't get very far in Phantom Fury either. That's like how that game begins too.
Yeah, I mean, true. I don't know. I didn't like that, but I felt like once you get outside, it was a gorgeous game. But no, I mean, Phantom, if it played like Selaco, I could be in like a padded room and it would work out.
This has much better gameplay. It's not even like up for debate. It's also I'm playing on PC. I think on console there was a difference too. I think there's also this idea that I was so starved for content on console that it was just nice to play something.
I get that. I mean, that's how I was for a while on mobile because I just didn't have anything. So I was like, oh, GTA Liberty City, fuck yeah. You know, because I was just like enamored with the idea of like playing a decent game on my phone. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Now, like, I wouldn't even look at it twice just because I have other options.
For real, that's exactly what happens. It's just so sad to me too that console used to be great. You
Oh
know.
god, dude. It was just brimming with so many unique games. Like a game I want to check out is OG Xbox Oddworld
I own
Merchant
that.
Odyssey.
The one
How
that's
is
the
that? That
FPS,
looks
the
fun.
FPS one.
Is it FPS? It has like a soda can in front.
No, 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 no. That's much as That's a. I think that one's a platformer. So they have
Oh,
one that's called Something's Wrath. That's the one I was thinking of, and it's half FPS game, half platformer.
kind of cool.
Yeah, in the
But
the weapons are. I think G-Man has a video on it.
I just missed like kind of wacky games that also had good mechanics that like had, they weren't like bottom of the barrel games. They were wacky, but they also had a lot of like time put into them.
Dude, I missed that too. I missed that too, where it was like you'd get like a bunch of different options,
Yeah.
and there's variety.
Yeah. Like we don't see any, and I'm not even a fan of this genre, but just like well, I kind of used to be like extreme sports stuff or uh
Dude, the weird sports stuff. Remember I own one of the paintball games.
right. Yeah, stuff like that. You got like Motor Storm, like jet ski stuff, just like weird shit.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't like every game had to be a multi-billion-dollar hit. It was just like, let's put out some fun shit and then move on.
Right.
What's it?
Yeah.
What's really sad is the reason we don't have like the Blitz game and NFL The Streets anymore and NBA The Streets and stuff like that is because the NBA and the NFL decided no,
What?
it's too violent.
Wow. Dude, that's kind of ironic, being that they like slap their players on the wrist for like IRL heinous shit, but like a cartoon game. See, as somebody who doesn't even like sports, I loved NBA Street, and I even, dude, I can't stand sports, but I love NFL Blitz too. So if it got like a fucking nerd like me to play sports games, that's a
Yeah,
W for them.
dude, it was so sick throwing somebody on the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
NBA Street was so stylized too. That's such a
yeah.
cool look.
Both of them, like they didn't look like regular people. They were like way oversized. They were ridiculous looking. It was fun because they were ridiculous. And this idea that they was like, well, let's go back in time. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's so. Damn, that's surprising because they weren't. They were barely. I mean, I don't think they were any more violent than a Madden game or a, you know.
It was the fact that they wanted, or the NFL had got rid of slide tackles, and like they started making the NFL like not. They were policing the NFL much more.
They're probably trying to get ahead of like CTE stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't take care of players that had CTE, just like WWE and whatnot.
So to have a game go from, it was like, oh, we're gonna go from game. We don't want a game out there where people are getting body slammed into asphalt.
Yeah, it's just so cartoony though, man.
Yeah. It's not realistic at all. And anybody who was playing it wasn't playing it because it was like a NFL sim. Right,
of course.
I don't think anybody was thinking that. It would have been like playing outlaw golf and being like, this isn't golf. Yeah, no shit, dumbass.
Bizarre. Yeah, that decision was made by people who are so out of touch and just their life revolves around like damage control, you know?
Yeah, it's unnecessary. I actually wanted to play that. I almost bought it, and luckily I didn't because of I looked up a review. But they have a Warhammer football game.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, oh, maybe it's like NFL The Street, but with like fucking ogres and shit. It's not. It's supposedly shit. Which hurts.
Is it PC?
I don't think so. I don't know, to be honest. I just saw it on sale in the Xbox or PlayStation store one day and was like, oh, dude, I want to play this. And then I looked up reviews and gameplay, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look fun at all.
It's so weird to me that like niche, super niche games like that are even on console, because you got to keep in mind the last time I owned a console, I had a 360 or maybe a PS4, like, but a long time ago, long
Mm.
time ago. And I don't think I ever had the store. I just physically bought the games. So, and back then there weren't, even with like 360 and like PS4, there weren't that many like odd games, you know, like smaller games.
Dude, I feel you, bro. Like the odd games you would find out later through like a YouTube video and be like, why haven't I played that, dude? And you
Right.
found out it
Like
was
an
like,
Infamous.
yeah.
Like, I didn't know that game existed.
Dude, one I didn't know existed was, and I bought it on GOG, and it's called fuck. I'll just pull up GOG real quick. GOG installed. No, own games. Stranglehold. This one right here.
Oh, the John Woo game?
Yeah, never knew that existed.
Yeah. That looks really cool. Does that get repetitive, though?
I don't know yet. I played the first opening section, and it just felt like a better Max Payne.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like it's, from the reviews and the gameplay I've watched, it looks like there's, like, smaller sections that are kind of contained, but you can do whatever the fuck you want in them.
Yeah, it's like it's like that. It basically, before Max Payne 3 came out, this is like, honestly, over Max Payne 3, this feels more like a Max Payne 3 than Max Payne 3 did, if that makes sense. Because Max Payne 3, I think, diverted a lot away from the original idea. You know, it was going in this new, more storied direction.
I don't know what was different about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it more than Max Payne 1. But I like the story more of Max Payne 1. 100%.
Oh no, it happened again. I like Max Payne 1 story a lot. I have played through it a bunch of, like, I haven't played through it all the way, but I do like the story a lot. The thing that I like about Max Payne 3 is the broken man. Like, he's just like this broken fucking dude. And there's something that's just so poetic about, because a lot of people will say Max Payne 2 is not that good. And my thing with Max Payne 2 is, it's like, he's the man that he just has to keep going. You don't just fucking, your life doesn't just stop, you know? And so his life keeps going, and he's dealing with more shit. It's like, another more shit, a different day. And then now you skip years into the future, and he's just like, I've dealt with it. I've been there. I'm tired. I'm done. These fucking rich people better pay me my money. And then you got nothing. Like these rich people, really don't have, like, he didn't realize they were in as deep as they were, and everybody set him up. That's such an interesting, like, retirement story. It's like the perfect send-off for Max Payne.
Yeah, he was a fall guy in the first too. In a way, at least one way, he was a fall guy, just always being like the puppet for like powerful people, you know.
Yeah, and
without knowing it.
And this time it was just like he's because after that long and that hard of a life of depravity and alcoholism and bullshit, he's now stuck. Like, he thinks it's just like one more paycheck type mindset, and they know he's like that, so they fucking screw him again.
Right.
And I liked the balance between, instead of just normally how when he gets screwed, he's like, oh no, I got screwed years ago. This time he's there in the forefront. And he's like, I'm not going to let this happen again. I don't care how bad they think they're going to get me. They're not getting me again.
he should have shot the guy that, like, I mean, he was really a small fish in a big pond, but in the beginning you thought he was like a big fish. He was he didn't have dreadlocks, I don't think, but he was like the Brazilian, like, gang leader. He was
Yeah.
like kind of a high up gang leader, and he let him live. And I was like, dude, that's the one that shot that woman who he kidnapped. Come on, bro. Like,
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't shoot that. But another
That's my
thing that
only
makes
complaint.
the other part that will always put that game as like a fucking amazing game was the shooting the snipers, dude.
Which was that towards the end? I
Yeah, at the
remember
police station. There's a row of snipers across the building, and you kick over
Yes. Yes.
the fucking thing and just go, dude. It's
Yeah,
so
that-
sick.
And that came out when, like 2000. Oh God. maybe
Well, or like
four-
no, which one?
14-ish? 15?
13. I think it was 12 or 13.
13. I mean, that's 10 over 10 years ago, and fucking in that game, I think it outshines most. I mean, I haven't even played a game that came out that recently. Same with Red Dead. Like, I haven't done much in Red Dead, but the second one, but it's a good game. I think both Max Payne 3 and Red Dead 2 outshine anything GTA, personally.
Oh, I agree. GTA. A lot of people kind of poo-poo on GTA 5, but I think GTA 5 had a fantastic story.
It had a good story. Yes, it did.
I think a lot of people it is toned down to a sense compared to some of the GTAs. But there's something about playing 3 different characters and getting these 3 different perspectives. It just was so interesting.
Yeah, no, the story was great. I didn't find the gameplay that.
Oh, it hadn't changed. Like it was
Yeah.
it was better enough. It was better enough when it first came out
Exactly.
to
Yes.
where it felt like a step ahead, and it didn't get to where it's actually good like it is now until years later.
Exactly. Like, now I see footage and I'm like, wow, that looks fun.
Dude,
But
you can play the bitch in
God
FPS now.
right, but God knows how much I'd have to mod it, and and I don't want to pay 50 for it, and
You don't have to mod it at all to get the decent gameplay. It just is that.
Is that online, by the way, or no?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't. But is it like single player too, or no? Because I don't know how it works.
It's both.
Works
You get
these
both.
days. Oh, cool.
Which you
That's
do,
nice.
you get both. They do have the whole like GTA Plus or whatever, where you get monthly money.
Ugh.
But you
Oh, the shark cards.
You're basically getting shark cards.
Ugh, God.
Yeah, dude. I've only ever when I bought the game, I got like a bunch of money in terms of online play because it just came with the version I was buying.
Okay.
And I remember getting some stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this will make me money." And it just feels like they've nuked every way to like make money in the game. Like all the heists make you like dog shit money, and I'm like, "Bro, this sucks because I spent all my money to do all these money venture quests, and I feel like I'm
Right.
just losing money, and it's tedious as shit." And I just got so sick of the game online
It's a
anyway.
shame.
But
Because it could be even bigger than it already is if they just weren't as greedy, I feel.
well, hey, there's still the fun of going around and doing the races, and it's just like making money is hard. But the races are still there. They're really fun. The cool driving up towers, and there's like there's really cool extra side stuff that doesn't cost any money. It's just making money other than shark cards is a little more difficult than it should be, I think.
Right.
So
Oh, like the trick driving and all that?
yeah, that stuff all exists, and it's really cool.
Right. Yeah, it's come a long way. Like, the footage I see sometimes almost compels me to, like, download it, but I would rather play, like, Red Dead 2, because I need to download that again.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is fucking goated. Red Dead 2 is so good, dude. I love Red Dead 2. I haven't finished it yet. I will eventually finish it. I'll get that Dirty Dozen done. But like that game's a lot. You know, it's already a very
Yeah.
very big long game.
It's huge, yeah.
And a part of me wants to start it over and just play through it on my Xbox, capturing footage along the way.
Speaking of Red Dead 2,
Go ahead.
have you ever played Gun or Red Dead Revolver? Because I know those would be up your alley.
Gun's fantastic. Gun is one of my favorite. I haven't played Red Dead Revolver because I heard it was really linear.
Yes, me too. Yep.
And I feel like, why would I play Red Dead Revolver when I heard it's kind of okay? I've heard it's like good, but it's like experimental good. When Gun is just a good fucking game. I don't know if you've played it.
No, I haven't.
Dude, Gun is good. I own Gun on my original Xbox. I wonder if they ever made a PC version. That's something I'd be interested in.
It sounds like an Xbox exclusive.
Was it?
I don't know. I could see it being one though. It just sounds like one. I don't know why. It's a feeling.
I think it was on
Feel it in me
PS2.
bones.
I think it was on PS2. So at least there there will be an emulator able to play it. I mean, there's Xbox emulators too. So I mean, you could probably emulate it. But it's fun. I really like Gun. The story is compelling. It's got Chris Christopherson in it and Thomas Jane. You know who those people
Who's
are,
the
right?
second one?
Thomas Jane, the guy who played Punisher back in the day.
Oh.
Mhm.
You know, those Painkiller games, I was Googling Painkiller after you brought it up, and the box art takes so much inspiration from Frank Castle.
Yep. That's why I got it. The first one, I honestly bought it because I thought it was Dead to Rights.
It does look like Dead to Rights a little bit.
And Civi told me Dead to Rights was good.
Really?
Yes. And, or not Civi,
Yes.
G-Man.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
G-Man told me it was good. And I played it, and I didn't like it. I also played the Xbox original version, which is the hardest version to play. To give
Those
you...
controls you were telling me about, though, that's unforgivable. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. I hate inverted controls so much. You will get me to quit a game if I can't change the controls from non-inverted. I'll just stop the game. I just won't play it. I don't know how you feel about inverted controls, but...
Oh, I don't play on them. I mean, I've tried, like, I think a few games back in the N64 days had inverted controls, and that controller was already wonky. But yeah, I can't do that.
Dude, my uncle used to play Halo inverted. And he was like good too. But I remember he hadn't played for a while, and he came over one time and I put it on, and he was like, "What's wrong with the controls?" He's like, "Why are they backwards?" And I'm like, "You mean they're not
Normal.
They're normal?" And he's like, No. He's like, "They're backwards." And he was looking the wrong way. I'm like, "Bro, you play on fucking inverted controls? You're a goblin. You're an absolute monster."
Yeah, some people swear by them.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know how you get to that point, though, because it's like most games don't start like that. So you'd have to change it. I don't know.
I think what it comes from is where you started. Like, if you started on the N64, and you were like, "Oh, well, fucking GoldenEye played this way," and then Halo, when it first came out, was inverted.
Was it? I don't remember that.
But you had the choice. The game would so you know that first part of the game where you look up and down and left and right?
Yeah. Yep.
That would auto pick which controls you wanted.
Hmm.
So if you're used to inverted controls, when you look left, you'll pull your joystick right. So the game would then play the rest of the time on and set your or set your controls to inverted. That's why old games used to do that.
A smart idea.
Yeah, I think then after a while, people just got used to it being in the options. You know, so they were like, "Oh, so I can just go to the fucking options and fix this anytime I want."
Speaking of options, how was Selaco? Has it crashed recently?
No, not since they crashed that first time. Or, I think it was the door and me not supposed to have weapons at that point, and I kept because the rest of the game you're fucking using Q to hit. In that first area you use E, and you don't have any of your abilities like slide or anything. So the issue was just giving yourself way too much stuff, and the game didn't know what was going on. So that 100% was the issue. Oh god, the
That's a
railgun's
nice
so
melee.
Yeah, the melee's cool, and it's attached to Q,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice. I don't know if that's like standard because I have been playing so many fucking retro style games that.
So what I like to do is I like to bind melee to my my middle mouse button. So when I press it, not scroll up, scroll down, that's weapon change. But when I just press it, it melees. Right mouse to zoom or secondary, and left mouse just to.
I keep when I was playing I ended up switching it back, but for a while there I was putting dash on the side mouse buttons. Because I have 2 side mouse buttons.
Yeah, that worked.
And I think crouch I left on there, but I ended up liking shift better for the dash. Because I was going to do both on... I was going to do both of them on the side mouse buttons, but I kept accidentally dashing when I would try to go far enough back for the crouch button. Dude, it's so nice. I've yet to jump into a PC game without tons of customizability options.
It's great, right? I don't know. I don't know how I did it before. It's so nice. Like I can't stand when it's bound to C. When crouch is to C, I like crouch to left control, so I can have sprint and crouch next to each other.
I didn't like left control at first because it was like I have like itty bitty hands, so it was like uncomfortable for a second, right?
Mm.
But after I got used to it, I was like, this is like I can't. There was a game I played recently. The Clive Barker game.
Mm-hmm.
It was to see, and I was like, bro, this sucks. I gotta change this right now. I can't remember what was on control, but I was like, this is not happening. And I spent a while messing with controls in that older game, but it's like crazy because old games like that on console will not have options like that. It'll have like 2 options for controls. It's like inverted, non-inverted, and then which side do you want to shoot with?
You would think they'd give you options just to bind just to switch the controls around, though, because what difference does it make? Like, you're playing it, right?
Yeah.
Like, would it be hard on... I'm just trying to think if it would change...
No, it doesn't.
Change anything for the programmers. No, like, it would just be simple.
No, it wouldn't do jack and shit, dude. I mean, if they do it, like, I played games that have console counterparts, and there's no customizability versions in the console, because that's, like, kind of what is expected, but on PC, it's expected to be able to change whatever keys you fucking want. And you'll notice sometimes you'll get a game where they're like, hey, dude, here's customized, you can do whatever controls you want. First game I ever messed with it on, like, actually messed with it was Elden Ring. Because...
Okay. Yeah, you switch them around.
I didn't, I'd only played games where, X on Xbox, but Square on PlayStation, X or Y were attacks in a fucking hack and slash game. That's just how my mind was. It was like, okay, X and Y are hack and slash buttons. Y is heavy attack, X is light attack. Every game I've ever played in my whole life was that way. Well,
then what are the back buttons doing? I don't know what they're called these days, but you
I
know, the
have-
two shoot and
The
grenade
bu-
buttons from Halo.
the bumpers and the triggers. They would do other things like powers or, whatever. Like it depended on the game what they did, but they would do something along those lines. Like like Witcher, the upper bumper is switching your magic, and
Wait. So attack in Witcher isn't the bumper, the right bumper? Or...
no, it's heavy attack is triangle, light attack is square.
Oh. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. It was just something that I was accustomed to from playing on console my whole life. You know, it's just like and then when I played Elden Ring for the first time, I was like, shit. What is going on? Why am I why is everything so confusing? I hate this. And I switched it around. And eventually I ran into I think it was Bloodborne. When I played Bloodborne, it wouldn't let me swap it around. So I was like, fine, whatever. I'll get used to it. And I learned it. And now I can't go back to the X and Y thing because it's so much better.
What are the Elden Ring default?
The default was triggers.
Oh, okay. Got it.
All of the Souls games were triggers. And it honestly is better. It honestly is better. It's just it was a learning curve that I had to get accustomed to for those other games, because I'd played everything else the opposite way. And once I got used to it from playing Bloodborne, I was like, okay, I never can go back. And I haven't played another, I think I have a video coming up that's actually considered a Souls game, and it was supposed to release this week, but I'm doing my, my fucking Dread Templar video because I realized Civi and G-Man haven't made videos on it. And I don't want to fucking have it releasing in like months and then wake up one day and they've made videos on it. Not that my videos is gonna hold up as well, because it's not like a rush job. I still put a good effort into it. I had like some fun with it. But I don't think it's gonna be up to their quality because they've been doing it for fucking ever. But it will be nice to have like have one video out there before they have one is like something I'm excited about.
They don't have Twisted Metal videos. You got them on that too.
Yeah, but I mean like an FPS game.
No, I got it.
It's
You
something.
should do more of the Twisted Metal thing. You should delve into that for like.
I
You get
did.
a lot of content out of that if you want.
I did too, didn't I?
Oh, that's fair. Either.
Oh, no, I did 3, I think.
Maybe I just remember 2. There's the PS3, 4 game. I don't know. I think it's PS3 game too.
Yeah, I heard that one sucks. And they would problem with those is those are stream only. So
What do you mean?
like if I'm gonna play the PS3 game, it's stream only on the console. So I would have to go through and I would have to use the capture card, and I would already be choppy gameplay, and nobody fucking wants to watch choppy gameplay.
Yeah, it sucks. I see. Is Demon Souls worth it? I've been seeing that PS3 game on some websites lately.
It's okay. I played the remake. Or part of the remake. I didn't finish it, but
Bro, I tried Dark Souls 2, like, maybe not 10 years ago, but maybe like 6, 7, and I couldn't fucking stand it. I killed the first maybe one or two bosses. Oh my god, I couldn't fucking stand it.
That's how I felt about
I mean-
Dark Souls 1. I don't like Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, the controls were fine. It was just so clunky. And fuck, it just felt punishing for the sake of it.
If you think the Dark Souls 1 is clunky, Demon Souls is going to be worse because that's the first game in the series. So
I've heard 2 is worse than 1.
it's like because it's harder. But gameplay wise it's slightly better.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I haven't played Dark Souls 2, so I can't tell you. I know Dark Souls 3 is my favorite.
Is there a remake or remaster or anything?
Of what?
3.
No, 3 came out new enough that it doesn't really need one. It was like end of the 360 era. Maybe.
Okay, that's alright.
Like it looks fine on the Series X, so. So like out of the Souls games, my favorite is Bloodborne. Because I eat up, bro. I fucking eat up dark fantasy. Or that gothic vampires and Lovecraftian. I eat that shit up. I love it. I'm a big fan. And then my next favorite is Elden Ring, just because it's literally all the Dark Souls games, but in an open world. Because all the Dark Souls games are pretty fucking similar. And Elden Ring's just bigger and better. Runs smoother. Demon Souls, I played the Demon Souls remake, so it's pretty and it works really good, but it has they left in all the problems that the original had. They didn't really change much, and it can be, I don't know, I really didn't like it. It was one of those that's not terrible, it's just fine.
Right.
I beat one of the bosses, and I got to this big boss, and I was like, okay, I'm not powerful enough for this, what do I do? And I was just grinding an area, and I was getting really bored. And I kept trying different areas and going further in, because it has a hub world that you go to different areas. Because they all kind of have that, except for Elden Ring. Elden Ring, you just fucking walk over there. But, and that's, I think, what I like about Elden Ring the most, is it's just like, you just fucking go walk right over to where you need. You get on your horse and ride your way over. It's just so much better. I could play Elden Ring over and over again. I like that game a lot. It's one of my favorite games I think I've played. It's just the other Souls games, like Bloodborne's fantastic because I feel like I haven't played it. Like Elden Ring makes me feel like I've played all the Dark Souls. Like I'm just side questing now. When I'm playing those. And one's a bit rough because the only way I can play it is the remaster, which is garbage, I guess, compared to the original. I also don't like the breakable weapon system because it's like you get against you go to explore a new area and there's a badass boss down there and your weapon breaks halfway through and you're like, what do I do now? Nothing. You're fucked.
So what do? Just buy another one if you have the money, or
you fix it. But the weapon I found that was sick was like, basically how it worked was it had like a really cool slash specialty power, and if you use that specialty power, you what the fuck is this key? If you use that specialty power, you wear your sword down faster, but it also does a lot of damage. So you get in this situation where you're like, do I want to use it? And then the boss is like, won't let you get near him. So I'm like, okay, I'll use the specialty power. And I didn't know the specialty power wore it down faster. and I didn't have any other good weapons. So it was like, oh, so that means I just have to go run around aimlessly, even though I have the weapon that can do the job. I have to run around aimlessly looking for other shit. I don't like that.
Were you the samurai?
In Dark Souls 1?
No, Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring? I was a vagabond, but I went and got the katana right away.
Isn't that the hardest class?
No, it's the easiest one to start with. It ends up
What's
being...
the hardest class? I swear people said, like, I thought it was a vagabond, maybe not.
There's one that's where you literally start off at 0, so I think it would be that one.
What's that one called, you know? Like, poppers? It's called... Fuck, I forget the
I
name.
don't know, but you start in what looks like a diaper.
Yeah, that's what I thought vagabond was.
Vagabond's the one that starts with, like, armor. And he has a normal-sized sword. So he's not like a strength class, but he's basically the most well-balanced class. And he starts with the most armor. And then the next one that you could choose is Samurai. That's the next easiest class to start with.
I've heard people say the, not wizard, they call him, like, astrologer, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But because you have those ranged attacks, right?
Mm-hmm. Those make it a little easier, but if you don't want to use... Like, I didn't want to be a magic build.
Right. Yeah, I'm usually never a magic build, but I just love all the different weapons and armor, and I love that shit.
Yeah, dude, it all looks really cool, and to limit yourself from not being able to use it sucks. And that's why I don't play PvP in those games, because I over-level. So I can try everything out.
Right.
Dude, literally... I think I'm right before where I stopped playing, right? Or right around where I stopped playing. And I'm lost. I don't know where the keys and stuff are. I hate... This
Let
is...
me pull up YouTube and just check out where you are. The curiosity.
I remember getting past this, and now I can't remember how to get past this.
Oh yeah, I got lost here too. Yeah, your map's gonna be your best friend here.
Where is map?
Try M.
Oh, M is map?
Well, here, try it. Does it bring up map?
No.
Go look at controls, and it'll show you where map is. It's gonna help you.
Options, gameplay, where's controls? Where the fuck are controls? Right there. They were right there, dude. I was fucking...
Oh yeah, dude. You're gonna need the map in this game. It's gonna help you a lot.
Weapons.
Controls.
I am in controls. I'm scrolling down.
Now. There you go.
Yeah, you're gonna see it a little later, because there's always that lag.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, where are we at?
Toggle legend. Map controls. Pan left, right. What? What does that even mean? Where's how do you pull them?
Tab. Right?
Oh, fuck me. Bro, I'm so stupid.
This guy.
I'm so stupid. Oh, and you can move in the map. That's nice.
I don't think it's as good as like a Doom Eternal map, but it's still good.
Okay. So there's a keypad here. There's a question mark of something that... Alright. So now I have a map. That's sick. Tab is map. Okay, so I want to go right. How do I get through here? Oh, okay, through here.
Yeah, that's the one problem.
All right, and then I hit tab again. I should be. There's a question mark over this way. No, I went way too far. So it's in this room. Why does it say question mark in here? Maybe finding this was a question mark.
Yeah, so sometimes, some of the little dots mean like you found a secret. Some of the little dots mean there's like a vendor machine, a vending machine.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah.
I thought maybe it was like some maps where it tells you that where to go sometimes. Like, oh, go find this. But it probably is one of those that you find it first and then it tells you where you found it.
I think it tells you like where the doors are, which is helpful. But oh, okay. So what's the green thing mean?
The green
Question mark.
I want to check that. I think that's where I found my armor.
Okay.
There is
Yeah.
another key card for if I keep going forward. I think that's the key card I have the code for. So I'm gonna keep fucking pushing forward and get to that.
Yeah. So what I did was I would do like. The cool thing about the map is you can see where you've been and where you haven't, and I would just go where I hadn't been.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I beat Chasm the Rift. So I don't know if you've played Chasm the Rift, but that game's a fucking maze.
Yeah. Stevie hates that game, right? I remember him
No, he
slacking
didn't.
it off.
He didn't hate it completely, but he did complain about he complained about the there it is. There's my keypad that I've been looking for. I need to walk away so I can get the code. He complained about it being disoriented, pulling him to the different zones. You know how it would go to like, you'd go to Egypt and this place and this place, and it was like, dude, this is disorienting because I don't know why I'm fucking here.
I mean, that Power Slave kind of looks like that too. It's like a Doom Metroidvania kind of, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I do feel that because the Egypt. I think what it does to you is the Egypt level is so fucking long. It's like the Egypt level is the most confusing. So you start getting a little annoyed with the game. Every level after that I had fun with. But, like, they had a reason for doing it. You're a time traveler. So, obviously, you be going through time. It's kind of a nonsensical game, but I really like Chasm the Rift.
If time travel games are well done, like Time Splitters, they can be dope.
I haven't played the first two Time Splitters, but I played Time Splitters 3, Future Perfect. Fucking love that game. That game rocks.
Yeah, those games, that was all Rare, right?
No, that was a studio that left. Those were people that left Rare and started their own studio. But it was Rare, but not Rare, if that makes sense.
Okay.
A bunch of the people that worked on GoldenEye left and then started their own studio. I think it was the studio that made Metroid. Metroid, not Metro, but like Metroid, Prime. I think they made Metroid Prime.
The remaster or the
original? The original. I think it's the same people. Because they were, and then their studio got in some trouble because of the Guy game that the one fucking guy was working on.
What?
or not the guy game. I don't know. It was basically you answer questions right, and then you get to see the or if the chicks answer the questions wrong, you see their tits. And one of them ended up being like 17, so the game got banned. And if you own it, it's CP. So that is a thing that's real.
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you some manners.
So you know what this reminds me of?
That's the name of it.
I can't remember what it's called. It was like the guy game or. God, what's that fucking game? Just look up Girls Gone Wild Xbox game. And I'm sure you'll find it.
Ooh, that, yeah. Okay, now I know what you mean. Okay.
I think those are. It's crazy because those are the same guys that made Metroid.
What does it remind you of?
This game reminds me of System Shock, but less confusing.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe I should play the remake.
Have you not played any of the System Shock
Try
remake?
it again, not play it. I played the remake just for like an hour or two.
Bro.
It was good. It was. Yeah, it was alright.
In terms of the game, it's not like. So I'm getting vibes of I think it's just the spaceship and you moving around the spaceship, and then there's fucking our favorite Australian. Fucking. I love that they put G-Man in the game. Have you listened to Aquatic Damage podcast at all?
Which? No, it sounds familiar. No, what's that though?
It's a new podcast that's like not got a ton of views on YouTube yet. I mean, they have some decent videos, like when they interviewed Civi and G-Man. But they interviewed Civi and G-Man, which is sick. It's an interesting-ish podcast. It's got some issues with in terms of pacing and stuff, but when somebody's really interesting is on it, I do watch it. I do enjoy it. I really like the Civi episode. It was fun just listening to him talk to people and not do his whole it was like watching him be him outside of a video.
Right.
Which is honestly weird to see, and it was something that, like, if you like Civi, it's well worth checking out.
Do they talk about like games when there's no interviews or no guests on too?
Well, they've had guests on almost every episode. They started with Mandalore, and then now they've had like developers and stuff on. They had to develop. I mentioned in our chat when after I told you I was gonna look into that game you said. I can't remember what it's called right off the top of my head right now, but after you told me to look into it, the devs some of the devs that worked on that were on the podcast.
Let me look up Discord, see which game we're talking about.
The space one on GZ Doom.
Oh, Relentless Frontier. Got it. Okay.
That's the...
Yeah, that... It kind of reminded me of Reverend a bit, just the animation.
Honestly, I see more of Marathon in it. I feel like it seems very Marathon inspired.
So, I mean, inspired I could see, but the Marathon I've seen is like fucking raw, dude. As Civi would say, it's raw.
Well, I mean in terms of because Marathon plays a lot like Doom, just with
Yeah.
jumping. It's fucking Doom that can jump.
Doom has more open. Like Marathon is so claustrophobic.
It is. It
It's
is
like
very claustrophobic, and when you do get the
tiny
areas that
corridor.
are open, it's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enemy design in Marathon's really, really fucking top tier too. I really like the enemy design in Marathon. The level design is a nightmare. It's the most fucking convoluted bullshit. It's like
Yeah.
Doom 2 on steroids in the dark. Or Doom and Doom 2 on steroids in the dark.
Yeah, a lot of Doom 2 maps just don't make sense to me. Like, I don't.
I just
They may make sense to somebody who makes maps, though, but.
I get
not
so
me.
lost in those bitches. I don't like it. I don't like it.
The only
at all.
way I'll play like an old Doom, and this is my favorite way to play any Doom actually, is what's it called, Brutal Doom or Project Brutality. It adds jumping, it adds crouching, it adds glory. It's pretty much like Doom Eternal, but in like, see, it's better too because than Doom visuals because you have like now you have ray tracing and shadows and lighting and. But it's all in Doom, like old school Doom format.
That's sick. It just said I beat a level, and then... Okay, so then it'll let me open the door. Dude. Okay, here we go.
Oh, where are you now?
I beat the first level. Now I'm in the next section of the ship, and I accidentally got turned around, and... I went to fucking go through a door, and that door led me to literally where I just came from.
Oh, I think I did that too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Did you beat the, I don't want to say boss, but did you beat the, yeah, I did the same thing a few times actually. Yeah, it turns you around a little bit.
There's my vent.
Dude, so the people who made Painkiller made something called Witchfire.
Yeah, I own those games.
Have you tried Witchfire? Because I've seen Zlimbrotsky play it, and it's almost, I don't want to say it's a roguelike, but it's rogue-like, you know?
I mean, or no, Witchfire. Wait, the same people who did that did Painkiller? Which Painkiller?
So, yeah, good question.
Because I was confused. I was thinking of Neurovision or whatever that game is called. That's done by the Painkiller remake guys. And that's who I thought we were talking about. The Witchfire people, if they did they do the original Painkiller? And, because they also did, fuck, what's that game with, like, the slow motion and the kicking, and it was, like, and they ended up putting Duke Nukem in it?
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm. They also did Bulletstorm, the people who made Witchfire.
Adrian Emil Lars, Polish guy, he's the director, and I guess in charge of this group called the Astronauts, and he... One second. He, all the lore of this guy. All right, so yeah, he founded the video game development studio People Can Fly. He went on to create Painkiller, the first one, and its follow-ups. Damn.
Oh, so he did all the follow-ups are actually just like long DLCs.
No, but he did the first one too, though.
That's what I mean. The other what they call follow-ups are just really long DLCs.
Oh,
Or they're like 3-hour DLCs is what they are.
Interesting. I would love like a new Painkiller game, even though I haven't played them. I love the idea of them. I think it'd be very cool.
Dude, I own. In fact, since you haven't played them, when I stream tomorrow, okay, I stream earlier on my days where I work. Well, I have to do some running around tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, I'll start playing Painkiller. Actually,
First one? Which one?
well, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna save game. Save game. Save. And then we are going to go here because I got to go to bed soon. But I will fire up. So which one are we going to play here? I got Painkiller. So
Damn, one was in 2012. Holy shit.
So I got Painkiller 1. That doesn't make sense. Painkiller 1 was not 2012.
No, I'm saying Painkiller. I said one of them. Hell and Damnation, 2012.
That's
First
the
one was, what, 2004?
That's a remake. Hell and Damnation. It's like a remake. That one's not installed. So we are going to play Black Edition. Which the Black Edition has like all of the Out of Hell, featuring 10 additional secret and many new villains. Yeah, so this one contained the Black Edition contains one of the biggest DLCs to the game.
Nice.
So, and I just got Hell and Damnation because I thought it'd be fun to. What happened? It fucking works. What's going on here? I'm gonna close window. I'm gonna fire it up again because it did one of those things what old games do. Close window. Yeah, shit, you're being a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. End task now. Perfect. We're starting over.
You ever heard of the never-ending, I think it's called Never-Ending Winter?
No. Never heard of that.
It's a new game being produced, or the Forever Winter, something like that. Anyway, it's a game being produced, and it's really cool. What the synopsis is, more or less, is you're in this dystopian nightmare world, apocalyptic world where you have entities fighting like robots, but it's very stylized. Like the art direction is very, very well done. Very cool shit. And your whole deal is to go in this location and salvage what you can. So there's two forces fighting, and they don't really care about you. If they see you, they'll fucking kill you. And they're much bigger than you, so you're shit out of luck. But you want to scrap all the salvage you can. And it just looks so cool, so gritty, so dirty.
Yeah. I own this on the first time I played this was original Xbox, and I bought it from. I used to live near this semi-popular video game store that had like I had like a decent following on TikTok, and I had like stumbled upon their page, and I'm like, shit, that's like up the road from me. And before I left the area, I went and checked it out.
And you got your Painkiller games?
I got the first one. The second one I just bought because I wanted to buy a digital game on the 360 before it shut down. And I didn't know what to buy, so I bought Painkiller Remake. That was like a recent thing. It was like $20, and I'm like, dude, I have to buy a digital game before this storefront shuts down. Because they just shut it down this year for the first, the servers are down. You cannot use the Xbox 360 store anymore.
That sucks. Oh, never mind. It's fucking co-op. Meaning I think it's online, or I mean it's cool that it's online, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
That kind of kills it for me, unfortunately. Yeah, online. Well, I know there's single player too, actually.
Well, what's funny? Oh, yeah, that Witchfire game you brought up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Civi didn't play it because it's a Souls-like, and Civi hates Souls-likes.
Yeah.
He even, in one of his roundups, he had that frog game that's a Souls-like. And as soon as he started, he's like, oh, it's a fucking Souls-like. And just that was... he just stopped that one. But I don't think he'll ever play Witchfire because it's a Souls-like. But G-Man played it.
Oh yeah, what do you say?
He liked it. And
What did you think of it though? Like the visual?
I think it looks cool. I was really, really disappointed when I found out it was an extraction shooter Souls-like.
It just looks empty to me. Like it looks kind of, it looks cool, but like the world looks kind of empty.
I guess it's not really that empty. It's
Yeah.
like empty early on and then gets more congested the longer you're in the world.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know it was an extraction type game though.
Yeah, so basically you go in, and that's where the roguelite elements come from, is you go in, you kill a bunch of stuff, you get a bunch of loot. The longer you're in there, the more dangerous it gets. And you then kind of bow out, dip out, and then you use what you've gained to upgrade. But if you die, you have to go right back to where you died and pick it up.
Right.
So it's kind of like roguelike, Souls-like, weird.
Oh my God.
But Iron Pineapple said it was really good. And he's like the foremost expert on Souls games, or weird Souls games. If you haven't watched any Iron Pineapple Steam Dumpster Diving, even if you don't like Souls games, it's really fun to watch.
I do like that kind of format of content, or like I played X amount of like shitty Steam games. Like if the person has a good personality, they can make it really fun.
Dude, I have a video like that coming up. I don't know when it's coming out, but it is coming out. It's called, I just called it a roundup. I ripped off Civi. And it's games I dropped. That was my idea, was to do it on games that I'm never gonna finish. And why.
Which ones are those?
I know PO'd is on there. And, Sunset Overdrive. Those are two that are on there.
Sunset Overdrive. Is that the game with the really pretty graphic?
Yeah, the one that Insomniac did for Xbox.
Yeah, but it's like a survival fucking
It's like a
game.
No. It's like it's kind of like a survival game, but it's more it's like a goofy, fun, tongue-in-cheek, like monsters are here, but I'm gonna ride along fucking power lines, and it's a weird game, bro. It's a really weird game. But
that game. I'm thinking of something else.
Yes, the movement's fantastic, but I just couldn't get over the fucking dialogue, dude. It was so cringe. It's one of the most cringe games I've ever played, and I just can't. I don't like it. I know the gameplay's king, but, like, when your whole gameplays revolve around, like, go here, do a million things, go here, and it's like, then when you do get story and it wants you to sit and watch a cutscene, you just can't stand to these fucking millennial guys that you're saving.
Yeah, if all the characters, even more so, are unlikable, good luck.
They're the type of every character is the type of person who wears capri pants unironically, and calls it ironic.
I mean, the only people I've seen wear capri pants are like European dudes,
Well,
like Eastern Europe, you know.
Yeah, but these are those guys
African,
that wear it because they're like hipsters, and they're like tech guys.
Okay.
They're like the fucking valley guys.
Is that a thing now? Like capris? Are they like in?
They were for a little while, like back for a while there, and they bounce in and out. They're
Like the long shorts. They're
well,
so,
I mean,
like,
they're a little longer than that for guys. It's more like the pants stops above the ankle.
oh, okay, okay. I got it. Some of my jeans shrunk, but I'm like, they're nice and they fit really well, but they just, God, they come up too high because they shrunk in the wash. So now I
Yeah.
have these fucking high waters, and I'm like, I need to get new ones, but I'm just so stubborn. But
No.
yeah, so
Well, I mean
Good-
that as
good
long
know
as you
that.
don't start wearing like
Yeah.
scarves and fake glasses, I think you're fine, bro. It's when you got the scarf fake glasses combo with the fucking higher pants and the tight V-neck shirt. That's where you get into
that's
fucking
like some
trouble.
2014 shit, man.
Yeah, and that
That's like-
whole game is 2014 shit.
Wow. No, all right.
And that was my reason for not liking that one. There's some other ones in there. I can't remember all of them, but there's just some games that I remember having. I have them downloaded, and I just will not finish them because I do not want to finish them. Don't enjoy them. And I have like a fun. I thought it was a fun idea. Where like. But as you can see, very serious Sam. I don't know if you've been watching.
No, I tune in apparently for every now and then just to see where you are. But no, because then I hear like a really lagged version of my voice faintly, and it just throws me
Oh.
off.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But if you like Serious Sam, this is like medieval monsters and demons and castles Serious Sam.
It's kind of cooler to be
I
honest.
love it.
It's serious.
I'm a big fan of Painkiller.
Let's see. I want to see this. Yeah, that looks sick. It's almost like Quake, but to me it looks a lot better looking.
Yeah. So if Serious, here's how I would do it. I wouldn't even go Quake. I would say if because this era is kind of its own thing, I would say Serious Sam is Duke Nukem, and this is Blood.
Have
And
you tried the first Blood yet?
No.
Like off stream.
no, but I did figure out how I can stream Blood. I will have to play on my second monitor, which will be a little bit weird, but I think I can make it happen. So I do want to stream Blood. I don't know when I want to do it. I really want to play Blood too, so I'm thinking maybe I'll do Blood. I don't know which game I'm going to start next, you know? I have so many games that I can play right now. I just don't know which one I want to dive into and really do it.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Like having so many games to play, because I mean it's so easy to get bummed with the current state of like AAA gaming, but there's so many old games.
But that's the thing
Good
that people are missing, bro. And that's why one of the reasons I started this channel is I see, one, there's all these indie games that nobody's playing. And on the other hand, there's like also this endless list of old games to play that people are missing out on some of the best gaming we have right now, because we have, and it's all because like a lot of the dialogue comes from these fucking console weirdos, which are the worst people in gaming. I've fully jumped into the console warriors bad. Like, all these console guys are missing out on video games. And I played video games because I like gaming. I don't care what I'm playing on, as long as I get to play games. And I wanted to play some games on PlayStation 5, and I got a PS5 for it, and I honestly kind of regret that. I didn't regret it until my fucking PlayStation broke a year and a half into owning it, and then they charged me $250 to fix it.
Just don't buy the Ubisoft monthly pass.
No, I get that with I get it with PlayStation, I think, and I've never used it because there's nothing fucking worth it on there.
I looked when I got my PC because I think Game Pass and the Ubisoft launcher came with it. for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Ubisoft launcher, it had like Far Cry 5, which I tried. I didn't like it. It had the new Prince of Persia, which is I think it's a side scroller.
It
Which
is.
I like some side scrollers, but I don't know if I'm playing like a game like that, I'd rather it not be a side scroller.
Dude, they did that to my girl Blood Rain too.
Oh yeah, they did.
They made her a side scroller because an India studio owns it now, and all they make is like pixelated games. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck did you buy Blood Rain if you're just gonna make shitty pixelated version like side scrollers? That makes no sense. It was a 3D iconic 3D game, and you're just gonna do this shit to it? You suck.
Yeah,
You're garbage.
but that retro 2D revival happened. And,
yeah, I know.
You know,
Like we're living in the boomer shooter revival right now, in the retro shooter revival, which eventually it's kind of moving toward like because more games are coming out like Turbo Overkill and Dread Templar and there's many more obviously, where it's this hybrid of retro meets modern, and I think that's the way to go, dude. They're so much more fun because you're getting actual features in the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the typical regular games, but I like that you have the options now to have both. It's not just one or the other like it was.
Selaco is kind of like that, like a hybrid.
It's a great hybrid, and I really like what the fuck is this? Gunfire Reborn. Oh, it's a roguelike.
Wait,
Never mind. I don't care.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Ugh, Spider-Man. But anyways, man, I think I'm gonna go to bed tonight because I gotta get up at 5 tomorrow to go to work. So, I gotta get some sleep. Catch you later, my dude. We'll do this again.